Shanon Stallard grew up in New Zealand in a fairly athletic family.
I've got 4 brothers, 2 older, 2 younger, so as you can imagine, we played everything against each other. Whatever was on TV, whether it was the Olympics or the Rugby World Cup or whatever it was, we'd always go out after watching that and play against each other.
This 31-year-old has taken part in a number of marathons and half marathons as an age grouper. And thanks to the Army, Stallard in 2011 was able to take his career as an athlete to the next level.
The Army was really they've been really helpful in my career and taking that leap from an age group athlete to a professional, because it is a difficult step to take. It's like this big canyon that you've got to sort of jump across to try and make it to the other side, and not everyone makes it. People make that attempt to go professional, but not everyone gets to that other side where they can actually say, I'm a professional athlete and I make a living out of this.
On Sunday, Stallard will be taking part in his very first Ironman.
Last year I focused on the half Ironman distance, so I raced the 70.3 circuit in America mainly. In this year in New Zealand, I'd signed up to do Ironman New Zealand, so that was going to be my first Ironman that I was going to race, but there was this storm that came through on the Friday night and they had to cancel the race. So the race was supposed to be on Saturday and they postponed it to a half Ironman, which we raced on a Sunday. So that's why I'm here now, because I didn't get to race Ironman New Zealand.
He also chose this race to be his first because he heard nothing but good things about it.
We've had a lot of Kiwis come here and race this. Kieran Doe, he won it. Brian Rhodes has won it. Jamie White, Rob Dallimore, these guys have all raced here, and I've talked to them and they've raved about this race. It's very much like Ironman New Zealand. It is one of the first Ironmans outside of Kona. So there's a bit of prestige to it. You've got athletes like Peter Reid who have won this. So this is a prestigious Ironman.
Stallard is feeling pretty good about Sunday's race.
This race I'm going to try and race. So I'm going to try and push myself to the best of my ability. With regards to the swim, I think the swim's going to be the easiest. It's the shortest. I hope to go around sort of 55 minutes, something like that. The bike is what I'm not. It's probably the most uncertain of all the 3. I've cycled the course a month ago. I came here and I linked up with some local athletes from Kelowna, and I cycled the course with them. It's not an easy course. You've got some good hills in there. And I think it's, they're not massive big climbs or very steep, but it's the positioning of where the climbs are on the course, which could be damaging. The run I'll be a little bit more confident on. I've never run a marathon except for a Nice, so this will be different to racing a half Ironman, where it's only 21 k's. So for me, I'm going to go out, do my own thing on the run, and then when we turn to come home, and then when there's sort of 15, 10 k's to go, if I'm feeling good, well, that's when I'll start racing. I think that for me, that's when the race will begin. I've got little sub goals. I'd like to run sub 3 hours. A sub 3 hour marathon's a pretty big thing. All my brothers have run marathons. And we've all got this goal of doing a sub 3 hour marathon. So to do it in an Ironman would be really something special. I'd also obviously the prize money here is top 6. So going top 6 would be nice. Going top 5 would be even better. So I mean that's for me that's probably a little bit of a goal. But I think when the race starts, all that will go out the window, and it'll be all about just doing my race. This is just another step in the journey for me, really. And if I do really well here and I get top 5 or even better, it's going to be great. I'm going to go away. I'm going to go away really happy.
Reporting from Penticton, I'm Greg Truman for Shaw TV.